I could not be more excited for this war video. We've had a pretty rough last war. I think we had 3 deaths. 3? No, we had, 3. So we're looking to bounce back here. Now, this is the first war we're bringing NimGod into. I pulled him on the spring cleaning deals, those Cavalier crystals. And I ranked him up probably close to a week ago, and just been kind of learning how he works, researching, looking at his abilities, and then experiencing actual gameplay with him. And I took the chance, or I had the opportunity to bring him into this war, and I hope he just shines some light onto how freaking good he is, how freaking good he can be in the right matchup. And you will see me not play him as well as I hope to play him in the future. That's inexperience and just lack of bringing him into war, as this is his first time. But first we're going to talk about this Scarlet Witch sigil. We're taking this with Vision, and you're going to see this is the most vanilla fight you will ever see. Just the easiest parry 5-hit combo. Once she gets up to a bar power drain her. Easy. I think she threw 1 special this entire fight, and that was just because of backup recovery. If I was up to a special 2, that would have not been a problem at all. We didn't even power start 1. We didn't even start with the bar power. That's just how good his power steal is. And so here now we're above the attack or the defender's power level, and she's already close to 50% down. And look at her health. This is a stacked mini. This is, I believe, in T3. So she has not as much power, not as much health and attack as she would in T2, but this is no joke. So there's the special 2 full bout power drain. And she's going down really fast. Nothing to worry about. No risk of timing out. No risk of dying. Just completely in hand, and he really makes this fight so easy. So easy. I mean, there's other counters here, but he's just probably the simplest. I mean, Magic would be simple. Mr. Fantastic you'd have to work around knocking her down every so often, so definitely not as simple. Just, I forget what the screenshot, I had like 97 or 98% health on a mini. That's crazy. This is where we're using Nimrod. So you have to know what both of his stances do and what they specialize in. Again, to switch those, you have to do land your 4th light attack, and that's not something we can do on Mixmaster, so that messes a little bit with how he usually works. So we try to land a couple parries in the blue mode to build up some charges, but we're not really able. She starts to phase. We finally switch over to orange and take some of her prowess away. We're trying to build up to 10 charges and then unleash a beautiful special 2. But I would just like to say what's shown here is its block proficiency. She's beat onto me like, I don't know, at least 10, 15 times, and we're at 91% health. So we're in, I forget the mode, but it combines both the blue and the orange mode. So we are getting rid of her prowess with each basic hit, which turns those into shock and makes her so much less scary. She throws 2 special 1s, and we intercept with a special 2 to finish her off. Like, absolutely crazy. Like, I took so many blocked hits. I didn't start the fight the best. I should have not parried at all to keep the prowess from building up. But yeah, like, he's so crazy good for mutants. So hopefully, if you're not so sure about him, that opened your eyes a little bit. That's one of the best places to place Kitty, and he just destroyed her there. He absolutely demolished her. Alright, so we're moving back to Vision here. This node I've underestimated a couple times this season, so I didn't want to do it again. So we are just going to parry Power Drain and watch out for his miss timer. So this is going to be a very patient, very watchful, very safe fight with Vision. We're not going to let him throw that many specials, but we are not so worried about that we're going to accidentally rush in when his miss timer is up. So here we just had to wait that out. He wasn't too aggressive, which was nice. Power Drain when we can. Again, very easy. He is going to gain double kinetic transference power when we parry, which is fine. We get that. Shoot, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, we Power Drain him. Well, we put up the parry so that we can safely hit into him and then get that miss timer counting back down again. Yeah, you can just see how well he's controlling this fight. A nice little intercept there. We'll go chain that special one onto there. Not even close to his miss timer coming back around, and yeah, very, very clean fight, very safe fight. I love using Vision. He's super simple to play. And yeah, we finished 2 minis with parrying a lot, and we end at still above 90% power. Now here I'm looking up the abilities. I was going to use Vision because he's, again, so simple here, but I figured I might as well save some health pots just by usually using NimGod here, because the only defender I was bringing him against was the Kitty. And so I'm just making sure that he can do shock damage, because I knew she had like shock and incinerate damage. So I just wanted to make sure I could do damage against her. And it turns out that when you're using her on offense, you can choose. But on defense, she just has the, Cold Snap. Maybe Incinerate isn't part of that, but no shock. So we are good to go. Not sure. I think. We're just parrying to build up our charges, and she'll get some prowess, and we'll switch over to orange mode. One of those is called Berserk mode. I'm not sure if it's probably the orange mode, but we steal her prowess. We're building up to that special 2. We need to build up to 10 before we throw it for max damage, so we're just going to parry one more time, right into the special 2. Just look at this. So nice. So good. His block proficiency is so good with all those armor ups. He really is so fun to play and really rewarding. So here we eat a part of her special that I've never had problem dexing. So my screen might have been a little moist, but you can see the last part crit for 8,000, or maybe it was 13,000, I forget, but something insane. With all of his armor ups, that would have done near as much, like comparatively, basically nothing at all if it didn't crit. So, I mean, we'll take, it happens in war, crits happen, but that is our last fight with him, not an issue at all. So here we have this NimGod. We're going to use Doom for him. We haven't used Doom for anything so far, so he's got full health. We're feeling good going into this fight. He's got the hard knock life, so that's going to make it a little bit annoying. But I'm basically just going to be using just regular blocking for my ends instead of parrying, just because of that disorient. I don't want that to mess with my abilities. Plus, my block proficiency would go down, and I'm trying to conserve health, trying to conserve pots. So yeah. Made sure he wasn't going to go unstoppable right off the bat. We will have to keep our eye on that timer, but we are planning on just doom cycling this man. Yeah, we're just going to hold block, bait that heavy. There it is. We didn't want to punish there because probably the timer, but also I was late doing that. So we want to bait another heavy. Oh, we did the parry there. He throws a special one, which is fine. We are almost at. We were just late attacking there. So we're doing fine. We are looking to get the doom cycle started here, and yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory at this part. You've seen me doom cycle in the past few wars. So you can see he's going to be under the 3 bars of power, which is fine. Would have been better if he would be red, but it's fine. We'll just steal his power a couple times, and I think we throw a special 2 to finish it here. Again, we don't want to we're going to put a block. We do not want him throwing that special 2, and we finish him. We finish him nicely. So I think that took us down to like 80% health, so there was a lot of block damage there. And yeah, so far we haven't had to use any potions. We don't think we will need to. I did think of using the regen Alliance War boost for Doom, just to get him close to full. But we have 2 boss island fights yet. We're just boosting up beforehand. So we have this bishop on Conflictor, and we have the Wags pre-fight. So going into this, I didn't think there's any way I could feed the Conflictor so that he would get power that way. But again, as I've said, pretty much anywhere Vision is great for Bishop, just because the scary things about Bishop are his specials, and Vision will power drain him to where he can't use specials. But there is one thing I did forget about. So when you are using Vision and you power drain the opponent to 0, they will get a heal block debuff. And that is what I forgot about. So you're going to see me use my special 2 a couple times, and he'll shoot up, but it's fine because he's still under a bar of power, and I'll get plenty of power steal to where it's no problem for me to just use my special 1 to power drain him. So yeah, works out great. There is the prowess puncture. So if I was trying to be super safe about it, I would be using medium lights and then heavies, switching back and forth. But you can see with how many parries I land with that prowess puncture on, I still end up with 75% health. So unless I was taking fights further on in Boss Island with Vision, I don't think I would worry about changing my playstyle, because it's so minimal, and I just feel really safe and really comfortable using 5-hit combos with Vision, and I really don't think I'm going to worry about it in the future. Taking 25% health loss to a mini on Boss Island, I will take that every time. But here we have this Dragon Man on, shoot, what are some of the nodes? There's lots of power stuff, and then unblockable special 2. Aspect of Evolution, that's a big one. We've never taken Dragon Man on this node before. You see lots of Mangogs placed here, and especially with the unstoppable armor, I feel like he is a much more dangerous defender here. You're gonna see this Dragon Man really doesn't cause any problems. I allow him to throw one special one, just because I was at 2 bars of power and I couldn't really power drain him. Didn't want to risk him getting to 3 bars of power. So this is the perfect start. We get right into the Doom cycle. That's the name of the game with this node and most of the defenders that get placed here. Just gotta lock him down with Doom. And again, we allow him to throw that special one, but other than that, it is completely in our control. Throw that special one. It'll nullify his power gain debuff. Now, I could have threw my special 3 earlier, so I didn't lose that Fury. And if I was doing it again, I would probably do that. But I mean, there's no danger as long as you are in the Doom cycle with him. They're gonna die, whether it's 30 seconds faster or 30 seconds longer. Doesn't really matter. But now you're gonna see me not lose the Furies, be pretty fit. So again, here we throw that special one. We bait him into here with him using a heavy, and we're gonna take 1 hit on the block and then quick throw our special 3. We keep the Fury. Coming out of this, we'll have 2 Furies. We'll be hitting like a freaking tank, and I think we're gonna use the special 3 to finish him off. Again, this is a rank 3 Doom. He's really tanky, and he's gonna finish off the fight really easily with that special 2. And that's gonna be it for this war. So yeah, this is probably, I did take less fights than I'm used to taking on this in one single war. I think I only took 7 fights. My tier 1 paths were completely empty, and that's why you don't see any recordings from those. But however, you know, that this was not as many fights as I'm used to taking, it still was the cleanest war of the season, pretty much by far. Just all my fights were super, super crisp and clean. No big mistakes. And I didn't use any potions, and it's been a while since that has happened. So, really proud of the gameplay for this war. I'm so excited to keep bringing Nimrod in. I hope they keep placing mutants on my paths so I can just show you how OP he is. But anyway, that's going to do it for this one. I'll see you for war number 8 of season 33. And till then, keep it cool, boys.